All right, Sarah. Today we're going to tap into your creativity and storytelling abilities. I have a flashcard here with a captivating image. Let's take a look at this scene. What do you see?
Wow, it's like a magical forest with animals that look wise. There's a huge tree with lanterns, an owl, deer, and foxes. It looks enchanted.
Perfect observation. Now let's start with setting the scene. Can you describe where this might be and perhaps give this place a name?
Hmm, it looks like a secret meeting place for animals, right in the heart of an ancient forest. I'll call it Whisperwood.
Whisperwood. Intriguing. Now imagine you're an animal attending this gathering. Which animal would you be and why?
I think I'd be the owl, sitting in the tree. Owls are smart, and I like to think I'm smart too. Plus, they can see everything from up there.
A wise choice indeed, Sarah. As the owl, what do you think is the reason for this gathering in Whisperwood?
Maybe they're celebrating something. Or, oh, maybe they're planning how to keep the forest safe from something scary.
That's a great plot. Now, let's introduce a twist. What if there's a legend about Whisperwood that tonight's moon brings a magical event?
That's cool. Maybe every 100 years, when the moon is just right, the oldest tree, let's call it Elder Branch, gives a special power to one animal.
I'm hooked. What kind of power could it be? And how would the animals react to this event?
The power could be the ability to speak with humans. And I think some animals might be excited, but others might be nervous because it's a big responsibility.
That's a thoughtful approach. How would our owl, you, feel about this possibility?
She'd be curious and a little scared, but also brave. She'd want to help humans understand the forest better.
Amazing, Sarah. You've built an entire world around Whisperwood. What would be the first thing the owl would want to say to the humans?
She'd probably say, "Take care of our home as we take care of yours. Let's live in harmony."
What a profound message. Now, as we wrap up, how do you think the story would end?
With the first rays of sunrise, the animals would go back to being regular animals, but the owl would remember everything and keep watching over the forest. And maybe, just maybe, a human somewhere would understand her hoots.
Sarah, that was fantastic. You've just created a beautiful, enchanting story. How did you feel about this exercise?
It was so fun, Mr. Davis. I didn't know I could come up with a story like that. The picture really helped me imagine everything.
You did wonderfully. Pictures can be powerful prompts for writing. Keep that imagination running wild, Sarah. Great job today. After Whisperwood, let's see where our imagination can take us next. Take a look at this new flashcard. What do you see here, Sarah?
Oh, it's so pretty. There are people in boats, and there are huge paper boats and candles on the water, too. It looks like a festival in a magical forest.
Exactly, Sarah. This could be the Festival of Lights on the Enchanted River. Now let's think of a character who could be the main focus of this scene. Who stands out to you?
There's a person standing up in a boat, holding a staff. It looks like she's leading the festival.
Brilliant. What should we name her and what could be her role in the festival?
Let's call her Luminara, the keeper of the Enchanted River. She guides the festival every year where everyone sends a wish on the water.
Wonderful. Now imagine you're there, in a boat, holding your paper boat. What wish would you write down before setting it afloat?
I'd write, "I wish for adventure and friends to share it with." That's a good wish, right?
It's perfect. What do you think happens when all the wishes touch the water?
Maybe the water glows, and the wishes come alive, swimming like fish under the boats.
What an enchanting thought. Now, could there be a legend about this river that Luminara knows?
Yes. The legend says that the river was once a sky river, flowing among the stars, and it fell to the earth carrying bits of starlight.
That's poetic, Sarah. And how about the paper boats? Is there something special about them?
They could be made from magical trees in the forest, and that's why they can carry wishes.
Now let's add some action. What if something unexpected happens during the festival?
Hmm, what if a boat accidentally turns into a real boat-sized fish because of a super strong wish?
A magical twist. How would Luminara and the festival goers react to this?
Luminara would use her staff to calm the giant fish, and everyone would laugh and be amazed. It would become a new story to tell every year.
You've just turned the Festival of Lights into an unforgettable tale. Sarah, what do you enjoy most about creating stories from these flashcards?
I love that anything can happen, Mr. Davis. It's like I'm part of the story myself.
Exactly the spirit of storytelling, Sarah. Your creativity shines as bright as the candles on the river. Great work today. I see we're on a roll, Sarah. Let's dive into this new world. What's this place saying to you?
It's a library that goes on forever, up into the stars. There are ladders to climb to the books and planets floating around. It's like a space library.
A space library is a stellar setting. What shall we call this extraordinary place?
How about the Cosmos Archives? It sounds grand and mysterious.
It certainly does. Now, who do you think manages the Cosmos Archives?
There should be a librarian, but not just any librarian. One who knows all the secrets of the universe. Maybe they're an alien or a timeless being.
Intriguing. Let's name this librarian and think about what their daily routine might involve.
Let's call them Astra. They would organize shooting stars, dust off comet tails, and make sure the moon phases are in the right order.
That's quite the job description. Now let's imagine there's a special book Astra is searching for. What is it about?
It's a book with blank pages that fills with words as you think, so it becomes any story you want to read.
What a magical concept for a book. But why is Astra searching for this book?
Maybe there's a legend that the book will only appear to someone who truly loves stories for the sake of stories, not for power or knowledge.
That's a wonderful legend. If you were in the Cosmos Archives, what story would appear in the book for you?
I think it would be an adventure story about a girl who travels through different worlds, learning and making friends along the way.
Sounds like a bestseller to me. What challenge would the girl face on her journey?
She'd have to find the courage to help a world that's forgotten how to dream and bring imagination back to them.
A noble quest indeed. How do you suppose the story would end, Sarah?
With the girl realizing that she brought dreams back, not just to that world, but to all the others she visited, including her own.
Sarah, you have just built another universe within the Cosmos Archives. How do you feel about the story you created?
It feels magical, Mr. Davis. I like thinking about all those books and stories up in the stars.
Never stop reaching for the stars with your stories, Sarah. They're as limitless as your imagination. Excellent storytelling today.